The purpose of this session is not to candy coat things and suggest it's easy to live with a diagnosis of dementia or easy to support people. But we have a paradigm that focuses on losses, difficulties, all the things that are negative about living with dementia. And what I've found, even though it's important to understand the biology of what's going on with the brain, that's the only way to come up with better treatments or preventions, is that we have become so focused on biology that we've kind of forgotten about the person who's experiencing those changes. And having this heavily negative view actually changes our thinking and actually blocks us from finding new ideas. So I'll give you a couple examples. This is what we've all been taught. For the last 30 or 40 years, this is the way we've looked at Alzheimer's, this is the way we've looked at dementia. We've described it as a group of degenerative diseases of the brain. So there's many causes. You know, there are probably 100 different kinds of dementia, maybe more. Alzheimer's seems to be the most common, but we know there's gray areas where you might look like you have Alzheimer's, but you might have 2 or 3 things going on. Or you might have a little bit of difficulty thinking, but not enough to interfere with your life. And so there's all of these gray zones. But we see this as degenerative disease. We see it as progressive, incurable, ultimately fatal for many people. We focus on losses, deficits, difficulties, inability to do things. We focus on burdens for individuals, for care systems. And most of our money is put into drug research because we're trying to find a way to make this go away. And that's really our paradigm, is we got to find another pill, we got to find a vaccine, we got to find something to keep people from getting this. And I do believe that the numbers that Susan read are very correct. And I do believe that we're not going to see a big difference in those predictions. I don't think that anything's going to make those numbers be drastically less than what Susan's predicting. Just because this is a very complicated thing, and it's very much tied into aging too for many people. And so the idea of making it all go away is a very difficult concept, I think. But there's